How's it going, everybody? Um, Today I'm going to go over some exhibit cards I picked up at the Postcard show, and some of them do have postcard backs, but as you know, I have a exhibit baseball card set that I'm working on, and a few other additional exhibit albums, binders, whatever you want to call it, with other exhibit cards in them. First one I picked up is the Four Seasons. It's out of a rock and roll exhibit set. And my wife and I have been out to see Frankie Valli a few times with the much younger Four Seasons group that he has going. It's a great show for a guy he's 89 now and he's still doing shows. Well, he's probably 90 by now. Give him a lot of credit. He's had a great run. Next up, I have a 1925 boxing postcard. This is Irish Johnny Curtin. What's cool, it's got a postcard back, but it also has his boxing record on the back and the date of the exhibit postcard. That's what I like when there's something that's dated like that. Exhibit Supply Company, Chicago. And these next two, I got a couple of these. Joe Burman from Chicago. It'll stay down at the bottom where they're out of. I can't get that focused very well. This also has a postcard back. Such a nice postcard. Thought I'd get two. Little play on Ernie Banks. What's cool is he's got his initials on his boxing trunks. And that's also a postcard back. In the final boxing, one is Charlie White, also of Chicago, and it says that he's a lightweight. It's that hanging down there, and he has a little belt with a tassel hanging down on his boxing shorts. That's also a postcard back. And the next group is from the Kenwood Park, Pittsburgh exhibits. That's Penny Edwards. I haven't heard of her before, but I pick these up when I can find them. Wade Preston, Western Aces. I'm not sure if the Western Aces were also out of Kennywood Park, but I got a couple of them. Here's Clint Walker. When I was young, he starred in the movie Night of the Grizzly, and for a little kid, first grader, we're out looking to make sure there's no grizzly bears wandering around the small hometown that I was in. You know, the older kids are saying, "Oh, there's bears in town," and there really wasn't. Here's Richard Boone, Robert Horton, and Guy Madison. Next up, this card is from the 1948 Baseball Greats Hall of Fame set. There's 40, not sure, I think there's 40 some cards in this set. I'm not actively working on the set, but I do have a few of them. There's Christy Mathewson. These are blank backed. And the final two cards I got were the same guy. Now I've got every version of the Bob Feller. This is a tan version. And I also picked up the gray version. And although they have salutations on them, There actually were printed again in the 47 through 66 set. So, you know, a lot of the salutations kept getting printed into that 47 through 66 set. So just because it says salutation on there, like yours truly or whatever, it doesn't mean it's always from that 39 to 46 set. It could be newer. So, especially if it says printed in USA instead of printed or made in USA. The printed in USAs were all newer than 1947, so they weren't part of the original salutation set. So I got this nice stack that I'm going to put in my exhibit binders, and had a good time at the show. So I think I've still got postcards to show from that show, and I just didn't want to go 40-50 minutes into all the items I bought. I'll have a few more videos next week on some other items. Had some really good eBay pickups. I sold some things to make room, and I bought some other things that fit better into my collection, and I'll get into that in upcoming videos. So thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you all have a great week.